Hello dear friends, till now
we have discussed some of the general concepts like Internet of Things, then we have discussed the significance of computer, right? From today onwards, we are going to continue our classes based on the syllabus. In your syllabus, the first unit is Computer System and Organization. So let us start our first class with a discussion regarding the computer system organization, its definition, the components of computer system architecture. Okay, so let us start our class. Come.
let us see what is a computer. A computer is a programmable electronic device that accepts data, performs operations on that data, presents the results and stores the data or results as needed. So a computer is a programmable electronic device that accepts data and processes those data and produces the result, and also it will stores the data. This is the full form of computer. Commonly operated machine, particularly used for technology, education and research. Okay. What does a computer do? A computer can perform 4 general operations. They are input, processing, output, then storage. Input is entering data into a computer. Processing means performing operations on the data. Output means presenting the results. Then storage means saving the data, programs or output. So what does a computer can perform? A computer can input, processing, output, storage. These are the 4 functions of a computer. We all know for processing a computer needs data, isn't it? Data means almost any kind of fact or set of facts. Okay, data they are raw information. Okay, that is the input which is given to the computer. Information processing means conversion of data into information. That process is termed as information processing. So information processing is the conversion of the input data into meaningful information. What do you mean by information? So the information is the processed data. So the process of conversion is called as information processing. Now we are going to the introduction of computer system. What is a computer system? The computer system consists of both hardware and software components. The computer hardware components are physical components mounted within the computer case, and some are also connected externally. So what do you mean by computer hardware? They are the physical components of a computer system. Those physical components are termed as hardware components. Some of the hardware components are present inside the system, some are externally connected. So the physical components are termed as hardware components. The hardware components are a physical part of a computer that you can touch. Here there are some of the examples: keyboard, mouse, monitor, printer, scanner, speaker, CPU, etc. are all examples of the hardware components because they are the physical components of a computer system. Next is the software component. What do you mean by software? Software refers to the programs or instructions used to tell the computer hardware what to do. So it is a set of programs or instructions which are given to the computer to tell the computer hardware what to do, what is the task to perform. Like that, instructions are present inside the software. Here are some of the examples of software like operating system. Different softwares are available. Next we are going to see the important components, system components. The 4 system components in our computer are input devices or input unit, CPU, that is central processing unit, Then the system memory, that is the memory unit, and finally the output device or the output unit. So the different computer system components are input unit, central processing unit, memory unit, output unit. Let us discuss each one. Input unit, the devices which are used to input the data and the program in the computer are known as input devices. The devices which are used to input the data. If a user want to give some data, for that some devices are used. Those devices are called as input devices. This information which enters to the computer system for processing. Some of the input devices are keyboard, mouse, scanner, joystick. All are examples of input devices. Next is the output unit. Output unit helps for the display of the information. It is a hardware component that convey the information to one or more people. Different output devices which are used are monitors, printers, some other devices like projectors. All are helped to get the processed data. Some types of output are text, graphics, audio and video. These are the different types of output. Next is the memory unit. Memory unit is an essential component in digital computers in order to store the programs and data. There are different types of memory like main memory, secondary memory and cache memory. We are going to learn this concept in our later session. Next we are going to learn about central processing unit or CPU. The CPU is one of the most important component within a computer system. It is called as the brain of the computer. It is alternatively referred to as processor, central processor or a microprocessor. The CPU works on lightning speed. It calculates millions of calculations per second in order to execute different programs in a computer. It performs the arithmetic and logical operations in a computer, and it helps to decision making. CPU is the main part of a computer system which takes the input or instructions from the hardware units and process the data with the help of memory unit, and it stores the information in the memory unit if needed, and also it will display the output to the output devices. This is the computer system block diagram in which the CPU includes arithmetic logic unit, control unit, and there are internal storage registers inside the CPU. You will receive the instructions not only from the computer hardware but also from the software applications running on the computer system. The CPU is firmly placed in the socket of the motherboard. Also, in order to remove the excess heat from the CPU chip, there is one heat sink is placed on the top of the chip. Through this, the excess heat is removed. Let us look on the architecture of central processing unit. The central processing unit internally consists of arithmetic logic unit, control unit, then registers and cache, that is the memory unit in CPU. The arithmetic and logic unit of the CPU performs all the arithmetic and logical operations. Next is the control unit. The control unit controls all the operations and all the other devices which are connected to it. Next is the memory unit inside the central processing unit. The CPU includes a memory unit that can include the registers and the cache memory. The registers and the cache memory helps to make the processing faster, and it also helps to store the data during the execution of the particular instructions. This is the architecture of CPU. So the CPU includes ALU, that is arithmetic logic unit, control unit and the memory unit. Arithmetic and logical unit helps to perform arithmetic and logical operations. Control units will control all the operations inside the CPU and also the devices attached to it. The memory unit helps to make a temporary storage of data during the execution of the particular instruction inside the CPU.
So I hope all of you understood these concepts thoroughly about the computer system, its architecture, then the components. Please go through the video carefully and make a note of all the things we have learned.